guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I am going to be making a cucumber, tomato, onion kind of vinegar salad deal, kind of marinating the vegetables almost. And so I'm making that for a side for a little cookout that we're having. I actually got the inspiration from, I can't remember if it was H-E-B or Kroger. I've actually never made it before, and I looked up the recipe online and I kind of tweaked it a little bit, or what I'm planning to do is tweaking it a little bit, so we'll see how it turns out. So, and if you don't know, H-E-B and Kroger are grocery stores here in Texas, so sorry I forgot to mention that. I don't think they're everywhere. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy this video and let's jump right in. So these are all of the ingredients that you will need to make this salad. I have some vegetable oil here, apple cider vinegar, sugar, black pepper, sea salt, 3 tomatoes, an onion, and 2 cucumbers. So all this is measuring the seasonings and liquid and cutting up the vegetables. So let's do it. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is, and I've got everything measured out except for the vegetable oil. I'll have to do that after I pour the sugar. So I'll give you, these are all the measurements that I got offline. So just get a bowl. I just have a little medium mixing bowl there, and you're going to want to put the wet ingredients and the seasonings in first, and then whisk it together. So I have a cup of water, a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, a fourth of a cup of sugar, and then it also calls for a fourth of a cup of vegetable oil, which I will ever so carefully pour one-handed into my measuring cup. So a fourth of a cup of vegetable oil. Then we have a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. So once you have all, oh, that smells really good, very vinegary. So once you have all of those ingredients in there, this is my first time making this too, so I'm just kind of going with the flow here. So just mix all that up really good. Okay. Everything's pretty melded together there. So now we are going to slice up our veggies and add them to the bowl. First, I'm going to dice up the cucumbers here. 2 cucumbers, and this is just my personal preference. I'm going to make them, well, I think I'm going to half that. I'm going to make them fairly, sorry, I guess I could have moved my faucet out of the way first. So, okay, so just about like that. And then as I cut these up, I'm just going to throw the veggies into my bowl here. Ooh. Trying to find better ways to set this up so that you all can actually see what I'm doing. I swear, I'm still getting that camera. Really need that. Or at the very least, I did have a tripod for my cell phone, but it just really sucked. It fell all the time, and half the time I couldn't get my phone to stay in it. I don't know. Does anybody have any suggestions aside from getting an actual camera? I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I don't want to spend, you know, $300 on a camera if I don't know that it's going to work. So if anybody has cameras that they've used or any suggestions, anything, help me. I would greatly appreciate it. Ooh, cucumbers rolling all over. Oh, this smells so good. So you're essentially, what I've gathered from the recipe is that you really are just kind of pickling the vegetables. So we'll see how it turns out. And then the sugar for, it's kind of the sweet and tangy salad, it seems like. But my mom actually used to make a version of this. And when we were kids, and then I ended up seeing it at the grocery store, and I was like, oh, I need to make that again. Okay, so the tomatoes, it said to wedge them. So I guess just kind of like an orange slice. I'm gonna just do that here. I love tomatoes. My husband does not like tomatoes at all. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Who doesn't like tomatoes? I mean, obviously people don't, but I don't know why not. They're good and good for you. Sorry, I'm totally not even, I'm not used to cutting on camera, I guess. Wedging it up. Alright, so I'm going to continue wedging these, and then we'll do the onions. So it said online to do the onions in rings. So that's what I'm going to do. Just like so. Dump them in there. I decided to use a purple onion, red onion, whatever you want to call it. Just because I feel like I like that more zesty flavor rather than the sweet. So, and it's already got sugar in here. It did say online to use a sweet yellow onion. So I guess if y'all would rather it to be a little on the sweet side rather than the savory side, I would suggest doing the sweet yellow onion instead. Sorry, apparently I can't cut and talk at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing that, and I'll show you what it looks like. Here is everything in the bowl. So it says just to toss in that, in the mixture there. It looks really good. It looks really pretty. I think I picked the onion because of that too, because I really like when just how it looks like that. Look at all the colors. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty simple. It smells delicious. It's going to sit in the fridge. I know that the vinegar mixture isn't over top of all of this, but I actually kind of think I prefer it that way, because as this as that acidity gets to the vegetables, these will actually kind of break down, and I don't want it to be too soupy. So I'm actually really okay with this mixture right now. So cover this and put it in the fridge for 2 hours to chill, and it'll be ready to serve. And it says online it keeps for 3 to 5 days. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.